drop every taste on the tip of my tongue. Bend my nail, bite my thumb. Evidence won't clear my name. Baby, your presence will be so real into the moment when I press my eyes shut. Now I'm ready. Everyone else is going on in the water. Yeah, when we hold it together, nothing else can let us down. The only answer is what we've always wanted for. I'll do anything. I'm not asking this is mine through the perfect strings. 10,000 days on this. Days won't clear our names. Oh, baby, it's our last kiss. We'll last forever. That's the moment when I rest my eyes shut. Now I'm ready. Yeah, the only answer is what we've always wanted. Ooh, when we hold it together, nothing else can let us down.
Victim, it's over! Top shelf where Bubba hides the cookie! From the Buffalo Sabres!
Woo! Welcome to an impromptu episode of Two Goalies, One Mic, episode 144, brought to you by Fatty Beer Company, Western New York's premier market and tap room with 7 different Western New York locations and over 300 beers to choose from. Make sure you get over there. One of Western New York's only both kid and dog friendly bars, and they're open from 11:30 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. and later, 7 days a week. And of course, Buffalo Go, the premier location for all your Buffalo sports apparel, from the Bills, the Bisons, the Sabres, and the Bandits. They have everything. Plus, they also support a lot of local businesses too. Please make sure you get over to buffalogo.com, at Buffalogo on both Instagram, Twitter, at Fatty Beer on Instagram and Twitter. Please go support our premier sponsors. Without further ado, I am joined by my co-host Connor Hurls. Some big news in Saberland tonight. The Sabres, we got hit with it around 8:30 this morning Eastern Standard Time. I know you were still sleeping. That Isak Rosen would in fact be called up to join the team ahead of the New Jersey game tonight. Obviously in response to the Gergensons injury last night in their 3-2 win. And then just moments ago, we were blown away that they've also recalled finally star sniper in Rochester. Sorry, not Amherst. Rochester. Jiri Kulich.
What a turnaround after that second period last night, huh?
Yeah.
Down 2-0, not creating any chances, down to the dumps. I even turned the game off, to be honest. I had friends in town, so I had to entertain. But it was really, really bad. And then I turned it on for the third period. Skinner scores that goal. Oposo, who played really, really well last night after all of the flack that he's gotten. He might be cooked, but he played really well last night. He gets the tying goal. And then Alex Tuck. I was at a restaurant, and I let out the loudest shriek you've ever heard in your life. I scared people away from the back patio that I was watching the game on my phone. So it is an incredible turnaround to get to the team to 9-9-2. And now the changes that we've all been asking for, albeit as a result of an injury, which is unfortunate, of course, because while Zemgus Girgensons doesn't necessarily provide offense, I do think he does fill a role on this team. He's a very good defensive forward. He is responsible in his own end, and he plays the game the right way. I think everybody can agree on that. But the upside of Jiri Kulich and Isak Rosen is incredible. These two players, the way they've been playing in Rochester for the past 2 seasons, they're in their draft +2 and +3 year. They deserve to be on the team. We thought it was just going to be Rosen, which people were happy about and understanding of. And then we get this news 20 minutes ago that it's Jiri Kulich as well. It's really incredible. I was just writing down stats so just everybody knows. In 16 games played this season, Isak Rosen has 8 goals and 11 assists for 19 points. Kulich has 11 goals and 6 assists for 17 points. They play on the same line. They play on the same power play. They're two complementary players. They play a different style of game. Obviously, Kulich is more of a goal scorer, and Rosen is more of a playmaker. But you put those two guys together. My buddy Jack, a huge friend of the show, suggested that they potentially put Rosen and Kulich with Dylan Cousins tonight. What are your thoughts on that?
I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with, well, first off, we don't know if they're playing. We've seen call-ups before happen. We've seen guys not make a lineup. So let's not get
no, for sure. But short trip to New Jersey. So I think
I know. Let's not put the bug. Is it the saying put the buggy before the horse? Is that the correct way to say it?
Chicken before the egg.
Chicken before the egg. Yeah, sure. Let's not do that first. We've seen this happen plenty of times in the past where they call a guy up just in case they do need him. It is a 4-game road trip. He might not. Neither of them might play tonight. We don't know. Nothing's been said. We just know that they have been recalled from Rochester.
Just the way this was announced right now, though, it gives me the feeling that they're going to play tonight.
You would think that they at least put Kulich on notice when they called up Rosen, like, hey, we're not. Something must have happened because it would have made more sense.
Did they play in Rochester last night? Is my question.
What?
Did they play in Rochester last night?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rochester, New Jersey, pretty easy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But it also would have made sense to make that announcement of both players together. So maybe something happened. Maybe somebody else can't go that we're not aware of. I know they've been rolling 11-7. I imagine you'll be back to 12-6 tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if both guys play, it has to be 12-6. I was trying to figure out what the lines potentially could be. Obviously, with Jordan Greenway away from the team for personal reasons, hopefully everything's all right there. And then Gergenson's obviously what was his injury? I didn't see that.
Honestly, this is the first I'm hearing about Greenway. I apologize my ignorance.
I actually in the process of this news happening, I saw somebody tweet out in terms of like if there needed to be another transaction made, for instance, like God forbid if they send Ryan Johnson down, but I saw someone say that they didn't need to because of the Gergenson's injury, and also Greenway is just away from the team right now.
Yep. So from Lance Layasowski 35 minutes ago, Sabres have recalled Jiri Kulich and Isak Rosen from Rochester. Zemgus Girgensons was placed on IR with a lower body injury. Jordan Greenway won't play tonight for what the team calls personal reasons. Okay, so, when one door shuts, another one opens. I hope everything's okay with Jordan Greenway. You and I both have loved what he's brought to this lineup.
Hopefully it's not serious.
Minor, it's nothing serious, and nothing that keeps him away from his second family here in Buffalo for a prolonged amount of time. But that being said, a door is open for Jiri Kulich. That must be obviously what happened then, right? They weren't expecting to not have Greenway tonight. Something must have happened.
Yeah. They didn't have him last night either.
Huh?
He didn't play last night either.
Yeah, but this is the first time we've realized it's for personal reasons.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm assuming something must have happened in the last 24 to 48 hours that takes him out of the lineup. I'm not going to speculate what, but again, one door has opened for Jiri Kulich, and now it's time to take advantage of that opportunity. No matter, you know what I mean? Just kind of what Zach Benson did. One of these guys has got to make it impossible for them to send them back to Rochester. You have to. Yeah.
At this point, for sure. Going through the lines here, potentially. So you could do Skinner, Mitz, and Tuck, Cousins, Rosen, and Kulich, Krebs, Benson, Olofsson, and then it would be Jost, Oposo, and who would be the other wing there if they did go 12 forwards tonight? I'm blanking right now. But then, hopefully, they would do Dahlin and Ryan Johnson, and then Power and Eric Johnson, and then Clifton, and I guess Yoki Haru or Samuelson. Yeah. Hard to say what's going to happen tonight. But like you said, it's all determined if Rosen and Kulich actually do play, which, given the timing of the announcement leading up to the game, you've got about 5 hours till game time. They told them after the game last night. Obviously, the Americans, if nobody's seen it yet, go to the Rochester Americans Twitter page and watch the video of Seth Appert announcing it. It is so badass. After the game, he's like, "Oh, Kulich."
I'll see if I can bring it up here.
Kulich, I'm looking for Kulich and Rosen to the National. So sick.
That's awesome. That's got to be such a cool feeling to know you're making.
And even better, looks like all the guys in the room are so happy for them. Number one, they're losing 2 of their best players, but number 2, they know that they deserve this shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right? Any player in the AHL, the goal is always to get to the national, to get to the big leagues. And how can you not be happy for them? I mean, if you're not happy for them, then you're a selfish person.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say selfish, because every guy wants that call, right? You work hard to get to the National Hockey League.
Maybe I'm in terms of you're more angry at the fact that you're not going to have them down there with you. But to be in the AHL is never the end game. It's always to make the National Hockey League.
I somehow forgot about JJ Peterka. Jesus Christ. That's where I'm at right now. I'm a little bit sick.
So where do you have Rosen and Kulich right now?
So that's the thing. Like, you could do, I think Olofsson's been playing well with Okposo and Jost. So you could do Cousins, Kulich, Rosen, Krebs, Benson, and Peterka, Middlestat, Skinner, Tuck, and then Jost, Olofsson, and Okposo. I love that lineup. That's the best Sabres forward lineup. Tage aside.
Can you repeat that one more time?
So it would be
up the tweet.
Mitz centering Skinner and Tuck, Cousins centering Kulich and Rosen, Krebs centering Peterka and Benson, and then Jost centering Okposo and Olofsson.
And Benson was with who last night again?
I don't remember. I didn't watch that much of the game. So, but what I'm saying, and just in terms of like if they want to keep Kulich and Rosen on the same line, I think that would make the most sense. Putting them with a guy like a hardworking center like Dylan Cousins, I think would be a good idea.
Here's the tweet right here from the Rochester Americans Twitter page. Gonna play it right here for you guys.
There you go. Obviously, we got a long bus ride. We're going about halfway tonight. Get some rest. You're ready to get a win tomorrow. But before we do, Kulich, where's Kulich at? Kulich and Rosen to the National. Yeah!
So sick. Almost as sick as I am right now.
It'd be so funny if there's like, yeah, fuck you guys. We won't be seeing you ever again.
Honestly, the way those two have been playing, like, same with Benson, like, they have the opportunity to prove that they don't deserve to be sent down.
Yeah.
Benson's goal the other night was just the cherry on top, but I don't think he was going either way. I think they have the opportunity to prove that Girgensons doesn't necessarily belong in this lineup. Of course, you never root for injury, but at the end of the day, it might not be the best option to have a guy who doesn't score any goals in your lineup.
Yeah.
For a team that's struggling.
You obviously weren't on the post game last night, but I have to say I have been impressed with Victor Olofsson the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's played better. He has played better.
He has 3 multi-point games.
I still think he's largely a flawed player. So
I'm not gonna disagree with you there, but like
but if he keeps this up and he works, like, any player at any given moment could start to play better and work their way into the lineup, right? Like we've seen it with Tyson Jost, we've seen it with Peyton Krebs, we've seen it with Zach Benson, we've seen it with Ryan Johnson, who, if he leaves this lineup, I will throw an absolute fit. So. Yeah, the beauty of having such a deep pipeline is that you've got options, right? Miracle, options. And right now, these are the options we've been clamoring for the past month. Put your best players on the ice. Jiri Kulich and Isak Rosen are 2 of the best players in this organization, regardless of their age. Took a couple of unfortunate circumstances to get them in the lineup, but this is their opportunity to prove that they shouldn't be sent down. And I honestly believe that from what I've seen of both of them, they easily could do that.
Yep, I agree. So I think and a lot of people are speculating that it'll be Ryan Johnson being the one that gets sent down. Listen, I don't think any of us.
My shit.
I don't think anyone really expected us to hear. We expected to hear one of the 2 get called up. Nobody expected to be 2 of the guys get called up.
because of the injury and also Greenway, I don't think they have to send anybody down.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But they should go 12-6. It should not be 11-7.
Sit Yoki Haru. Sit. They're not going to sit Eric Johnson, unfortunately. But
I also haven't hated his game the last 2 nights.
I know, but
he's blocking shots. He's throwing hits.
Yeah.
Listen. If he listen, I know the analytics people want him out. I get it. I understand.
Well, it's not even. Yeah, he's just old.
Yeah, he's old for sure. But if he's not the guy to sit, I'm not going to throw.
No, it's not. I don't think it's going to make.
Are you or if it's Clifton? Even Clifton is good last night.
It's not a huge difference either way. I don't care that.
No, like it's a huge difference to have Ryan Johnson in the lineup.
This is what I'm saying. Like, no matter who it is, Ryan Johnson staying in this lineup. Another example of a guy who got an opportunity and has run with it. He's a top 4 defenseman on the Sabres, and I would even put him above Samuelsson this year. I really would. He's been better than Matthias Samuelsson. I know they play different styles of games, but Ryan Johnson has been amazing. So they better not screw that one up. Have they announced the goalie yet or no?
They have not. I'm actually speaking what you're saying. I'm looking. If I'm looking at Lance is usually one of the first guys to get on it. If it's not Harrington, or obviously friend of the program Matthew Fairburn. I'm not seeing anything.
I haven't seen any practice lines or anything this morning. So,
well, you think that somebody would have gotten those lineups out? I mean,
given all of the change right now, I imagine it's a little bit difficult. They're probably keeping it close to the vest.
Yeah.
My guess is that it's Comrie.
Yeah, Levi did back up last night.
He did. Yeah.
Means anything?
He did back up. I don't think it necessarily means anything. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm looking. Matthew Fairburn has not said or tweeted anything yet. Neither has Lance. I'm going to check on Harrington right now. And usually Harrington and Lance retweet each other whenever something comes up. So
in the meantime, I didn't watch too much of the game last night. You probably have a better grasp of how UPL played. Obviously, the numbers were really good. 32 of 34 saves. Number one, how did he play? And number two,
I thought he looked fine. I missed the first half of the game because I was Black Friday shopping. I actually bought a brand new living room set. Spent close to three G notes on a brand new sectional couch.
Love it. I did that 5 years ago. It was the best decision I ever made.
Yeah, I mean, probably gonna put the old one up on Marketplace or something like that for a couple $100 here to try and recoup some money. But
I guess it doesn't really matter just because he stopped 32 of 34 shots.
Yes. Defensively, there were 2 hiccups that led to both goals: a Samuelsson giveaway and a Dahlin giveaway. Samuelsson, I think with Dahlin's, the puck just kind of was spinning and rolled off his stick awkwardly. It wasn't like,
and the Crosby goal was just a fucking rip through like 6.
Well, yeah, but like Sammy's got to be smart.
Oh yeah, for sure. I didn't really see what led up to it. I don't put that on UPL.
I know people will probably try and say, that first one UPL should probably have it.
It was a horrible screen. Horrible screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so regardless, he played well. Is UPL the best goal? Is he the best goalie on the Sabres right now?
Right now, yeah. I won't deny it. Everyone knows I've defended UPL on this podcast plenty of times in the past.
He's playing at his ceiling.
Would you say this is his ceiling?
No, well, I think it could be higher, but right now, him as a goaltender, I think his numbers are like 2.27 and a 920 save percentage. It's pretty fucking good. Here's the thing,
and consistency. Yes, if we could keep getting this from him, because we've seen this in the past from him. We saw it last year when he won rookie goalie of the month or whatever it was, goalie of the month. I want to say it was in November or December. He had a fantastic month. Had great numbers. You just need that consistency. You can't put 1 or 2 good games together and then go out there and have 2 or 3 stinkers. Like, you have to be consistent.
Well, I would argue he's only had 1 bad game this whole year.
Yeah, 1 to 2. I'd say me and Joe, you were talking about last night. 1 definitely, arguably 2.
I would say the Flyers game, which the whole team played like shit, and then the Devils game where he came in relief. He wasn't great, but you can't blame him for that.
And then probably the Pittsburgh game.
I didn't watch. Oh yeah, he didn't play well that game. I didn't watch that game.
So. But I mean, again, I devil's advocate on that game. I wasn't even that mad at UPL. Like, yeah,
they got shut out. Yeah,
2 saves there, but the one they got criticized the most was that Malkin goal from behind the net. Like, no goalie is ever expecting that shot coming from there.
And also, you can never be mad at a goalie if you get shut out. So
yeah, exactly. So you have to score goals to win hockey games, and
yeah,
I would say 2 to 2.5 games. You want a better game out of UPL, but at the end of the day, like he has been your best goaltender. So, we've said it on this podcast. I've said it plenty of times throughout my life. You always find out how good of a player you have when their back is against the wall, and whether it's Levi or Comrie tonight, we'll see. Because
my
UPL
guess is Comrie. We'll see.
again, who knows? We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I really don't.
Well, and I would say Comrie because last time they were in Jersey was the game Comrie got hurt, and he was playing well up until that point, I thought.
Yeah.
He had a break. There was a breakaway goal that was scored, I think, and then there was another one maybe he could have had. But I say largely in every game he's played this season, which is obviously a minimal amount, he's also been pretty solid. So I would like to see them, especially with some struggles the other night from Levi, I would like to see Comrie get another shot to prove himself in a massive game. No two ways about it. They are, I think,
Devils have been struggling.
What's that?
The Devils have been struggling a little bit this year.
The Devils have been struggling. It's a good spot. I mean, they're gonna be fired up to get in there tonight. They got it shut out a couple games ago. Lindy Ruff absolutely trashed them in the post-game interview after the game. Said the effort wasn't there. The other team wanted it more than them. So this is gonna be a tough matchup, and obviously not one to take lightly. Of course, also a back-to-back after an emotional comeback win last night. So this is a massive game, and I think obviously we know Levi's a gamer, and I do think if they threw him in, he could absolutely have one of his big games. But in this spot, I would personally rather have the veteran guy who has been pretty solid this year so far. So we'll see what they do. I'm confident either way. Obviously, really excited about Kulich and Rosen, and looking forward to seeing what the lines are.
Agreed. Yeah.
Also, no 11-7.
No, hopefully again, no 11-7. I'd be fine with Cousins, Kulich, Rosen. I'd be fine with Krebs, Kulich, Rosen.
Yeah, and then you could do Cousins.
Both of them add so much speed to your lineup tonight.
And then Cousins, Peterka, Benson would be a good line too. So
yes,
these top 9, obviously Tage excluded, but let's say Tage is healthy, then I guess you get Olofsson out of the lineup in that case, and you do Skinner, Tage, Tuck, Cousins, Peterka, Benson, Middlestat. Gosh, this is crazy. Middlestat, Rosen, Kulich, and then Krebs, Jost, and Okposo, which is the best Sabres forward lineup you could possibly put out there, in my opinion. Obviously, not Okposo, but I think he played well last night. So we're gonna we're gonna cut the captain some slack.
Yeah, he scored the game tying goal, big goal.
And also, he had so many opportunities too.
Yep. Okposo's goal is just a perfect example of throw it on net, great things happen. And
yeah, I mean, he earned it too. He rang one off the post right in the beginning of the game. Like he earned that.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for him, and I hope he continues to play this way because if he can stay in the lineup, I think that's better for everybody.
Yep. Got a lot of comments here. The Peter Geller about damn time now. Where do they play them on a line with Krebs? I agree. I think it could be with Krebs. I think this would be a really good opportunity for Peyton Krebs. The opportunity he's been really starting for.
Krebs with Peterka and Benson is just as good.
Just as good. Yeah. I think the biggest winner tonight of the existing lineup will be Peyton Krebs. For sure.
Without a doubt.
Look at my boys. Nice surprise from Gargalant. Buggy before the horse works too. Yeah, there it is.
It's definitely not chicken before the egg. It's counting your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, sometimes these guys just have sick kids like normal people. Could be that. We don't know. I don't know. Hopefully not. Bryson's got to be sent down. But to your point, I don't know if they need to make a transaction down.
He's played like 2 games. Like I'm not worried about Jacob Bryson.
Yeah, but in terms of sending a guy down.
Yeah. I don't even think they can. I'm not even sure if he has like a 2-way thing. I think it's complicated. So we'll see.
I'm afraid that if the kids get hit, there is not enough muscle to stick up for them. Jordan Greenway definitely does offer that dynamic of his game. We saw it the other night.
I mean, I think Cousins and Tuck step up in that case.
I hope so. I don't want.
And we all know who does it when there's not a true enforcer out there. It's the future captain of the Buffalo Sabres.
Darlene does, yes. Darlene does, yes. Yeah. We'll see about future captain, but we'll see.
He's going to be the future captain.
We'll see.
He's going to be.
They've literally not. How can you even?
I will put $1 million on Dahlin being the future captain.
You'll give me $1 million if he isn't.
$1 million.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be
or
Dahlin,
or a 10% stock or a 10% stock.
Dahlin C, Tuck A, and then probably Cousins.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
They're not going to give it to Tuck.
So we'll see.
The contract, Duane, 8 years, $11 million. They're not going to make him captain.
Who says they don't re-sign and extend? You had to extend him.
I know you did, but I think part of the negotiation was I'm going to be the captain of this team.
That is nonsense. That is nonsense.
He's going to be the captain.
If you're signing a long-term deal because the C is part of it, no, that's stupid.
Should be.
That's some Eichel bullshit.
Maybe he didn't do that, but I do think that it's like an unspoken thing.
Maybe it's unspoken, sure, but we'll see. I'm not
we'll
putting the buggy before the horse there, Hills.
I am counting my chickens before they hatch on this one.
Okay. Kulich has been at center, so I see him with Benson and Rosen. Oh, I did not know that he's been playing at center in Rochester. That is interesting.
I also didn't know that, but yeah, I mean, I don't think he should necessarily play center in his first game in the NHL.
They're not putting 3 rookies together on a line. They did it with Max Roy and Vanek, and it worked pretty well.
I don't think it would be Rosie and Kulich and Benson.
No, but I'm just saying, if they did do that just for basically on speed and chemistry, wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's not the first time it would have happened.
Not to cut you off, I got a tea time coming up here in an hour, about 40-minute drive away. So I got to head out. But great live reaction to some really good news.
Yes, for sure. I'll let you cut out and I'll finish up here. But yeah, I would not be surprised if they did put the 3 rookies together in a line, but I don't actually foresee that. To your point, Hurls, I could see it being Cousins, Kulich, Rosen. I could definitely see it being Krebs, Kulich, Rosen.
Either one. I just think having an experienced guy down the middle between 2 rookies is a good idea. So we'll see what happens, but we'll see you post game.
Yep, see you on the post game. But yeah, that being said, obviously, if you're just joining us now, breaking news out of Saberland. We found out early this morning that they would be recalling Rochester winger Isak Rosen from Rochester. And then just moments ago, they announced that Jiri Kulich will also be recalled from Rochester to join the team, hopefully, for tonight's matchup against the New Jersey Devils at 7 p.m. You just added a ton of speed and a ton of skill and talent to your lineup. 2 guys that have been absolutely blowing it up in the AHL, have earned every bit of this opportunity. It's unfortunate that injuries and personal issues have to happen for this stuff to come, for these opportunities to come about. But again, when a door closes, another one opens, I guess, if that's for a lack of a better terminology. Very excited to see what type of lineups what type of lineup they field tonight. Again, I'm just checking on Lance's Twitter feed to see if we have any idea of what the lineup could look like for tonight. 7 minutes ago from Lance Lyakowski, quite the challenge tonight for the Sabres PGA, which is without Thompson, Greenway, and Girgensons. That is a very good point. You're missing 3 of your best penalty killers tonight against a very talented New Jersey team and a dangerous power play unit. Devils, despite their injuries, have a power play that ranks first in the NHL. They're 2-7 in their last 9 games, though. Goal differential at 5-on-5 has been -16. So the goaltending and defense have not been there. Hopefully Buffalo can still continue that trend against the New Jersey Devils. Make them, 2-8 for the last 10 after tonight. We'll see. I'm so sorry, everybody. But I'm very interested to see when we find out what type of lineup we'll be looking at. Definitely leave your comments in the thread for this live reaction, episode 144, 2 goalies, 1 mic. Tell us who you want to see them sit if they go back to 12-6. Who do you want to see Rosen and Kulich with? Do you want to see them together on a line? Do you want to see them broken up on 2 different lines? Who do you want to see in net? Will it be Comrie? Will it be Levi? Probably will not be UPL in the second of a back-to-back. That's not Granato style, or really any coach's style for that matter in the National. So that being said, Remember, this has been brought to you by, oh, God. I'm so sorry. The sinuses have just really hit me hard in the last minute or two. Remember, this has been brought to you by Fatty Beer Company, Buffalo's premier market and tap room with over 300 beers to choose from. And one of Western New York's only kid and dog friendly bars. They are open from 11:30 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. and later every single night, 7 days a week. Make sure you get over there, go support whoever is behind the pine. Tell them the boys from Two Goalies, One Mike sent you. And of course, remember that they do have Sabres home game day promotions, 2-for-1 drafts on the day, all day long on the day of Sabres home games. 2-for-1 drafts. And of course, our sponsor, Buffalo Go Apparel Company, the premier spot for all of your Bills, Sabres, Bandits, Bisons, Buffalo sports needs for all your clothing, from shirts, hats, to pants, shorts, whatever it might be. They have all different types of options for you over at buffalogo.com, at Buffalogo on Twitter, at Buffalogo Co on Twitter and Instagram, and at Fatty Beer on Twitter and Instagram. That wraps it up. Super excited to see what tonight brings at 7 p.m. See where Kulich and Rosen slot in. Like I said, with that being said, this has been episode 144 of Two Goalies, One Mike. We will talk to you guys later. See you for the post game on I'll Hang Up and Listen. As always, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you later.